Hello everybody, I am Renzo Mox, and welcome to the second set review for 2016. Today, I am reviewing set 71302, Akida, Creature of Water. Here's the box. I was kind of late on that. As you can see, the highest part count of any of the creature sets, so 120 pieces, lots of Technic built into this one. As you can see, let's just take a closer look at the box. You can see, okay, I'll turn this off again because it's kind of a pain. You can see the Mask of Control, it's all green, it's very cool. You can see Golly's Nuva symbol, and then the creature symbol, which is on all the sets, but it's just a neat thing to mention. New material, if I already mentioned that, there's Golly's Mask way in the distance, Shadow Trap, it's the actual back of it. It's blue, so I like that. They actually changed the cover. And then you can see you can combine Akida and Golly to fuse and make that thing, which I will review in the future. And you can see the actual function itself, which I will show. The size of the head, it's actually that sized. And then the Shadow Trap function. So, that's pretty much all I have to show for the box. Let's move on to the actual set. Okay, so here we have the figure, and we're going to be talking about the color scheme and just the articulation. First of all, I'll just talk about the articulation. There is not much to this figure at all, really. It's a fish. It's really meant to be posed. It's not meant to be articulated and, well, no, and by posed I mean it's not meant to be a super articulative figure. It's meant to be a figure to play with. So you can't move each individual, like we can't get a figure with each individual finger movement and like toe movement. We're just not going to get that because it's a fish. It's a shark type thing. And we see it actually comes with a stand, very useful. The head, all the sets come with this double head movement, so lots of possibility. You can put it way down there, which is really useful, or you can bring it way up high. I personally think it looks really good like this because it just kind of all flows together with the back. I prefer to just keep it at this length though to make it look much longer. You can see you can move the actual fins itself, which very cool piece to see returning. These actually can move. They move on a ratchet joint. That's kind of cool. I'll show you the function, but this can move. And then the tail, just one, and then the second fin, two. So, yeah, there is definitely not that much articulation. If you want to buy the set for articulation, that's definitely not what you want to get. His color scheme is very similar to Kitar's, where I thought it was kind of a cluster. However, here it's not as bad. Kitar's was definitely more prominent. This one just looks straight up nice. Silver, dark blue, dark trans blue, then light trans blue, and then orange, and then the what is this? Medium azure, dark azure or medium azure. I'm not too familiar with the color, but it's still very nice. And then some black highlights and some blue or some mata blue highlights. So it's clustered, but it works, I think. Okay, and you can see actually on the stand, this is cool because you can just be like, move him around, or move her around. As of the time of this video, we are not aware of the creature's gender, and the orange bits definitely do help, and I'll get into that with Golly, because she also has orange bits. There's lots of orange in this set. Supply with even more orange when you put it on Golly. You spin me. Okay, so let's get on to the functions, I suppose. Okay, so let's move on to the functions, as this set does actually have a few more than Kitar. Kitar had one singular function. This set has a lot more functions, excluding articulation. This is not really a function, but it does come with a stand, and you can spin Akida, which is very nice. I will just say right now, Akida does sound like a female's name, so it will probably end up being a female creature. Okay, let's move on to the functions, and this is a great set to just pick up and fling around. It's not too heavy or anything, so you can like swim it around. It's really cool. And in the words of a BZ Power review, it's very swooshable. Let's just get that stand. Very nice system stand we got there. Okay, so I'm going to showcase the first function, the main function, actually why the piece count is so much, because it's a Technic built function. This set is entirely built around Technic. Okay, so first of all, you do want to bring the head down like this. Okay, maybe not like that, but just don't have it in the way. Okay, you pull up this fin like that, and you bring the guns up. That is really cool, I'll give it that. And this is mostly for the Unity mode when it's in Golly's, so that you can attach it to Golly, and then there's cannons on her shoulders, which I will showcase. It's very dark, I don't know why. But this actually leads into the second function, which is the stud shooter. You can see this stud color is very nice. I do appreciate that. And then you just turn these black rotors, I guess. Shoot off the... And I lost that. I lost like a bunch of them. But point is, and that works for this other one too. I'll just show that one. And yeah, that's it. So just pull it back. Very nice function. I'll give it that. It's very fluent. That makes any sense. Now I gotta pick those all up now. As I said in the last review, each creature set sold separately. The $10 set, America, is released with a Shadow Trap, this new villain. And the last Shadow Trap that we reviewed was quite small and very, I don't know, it's not my favorite. This one is a bit better, I think. It's very spider-like, and I love these limbs. They're just very creepy, almost like a claw. It's very sinister almost. And it went dark for some reason. Okay, there we go. It has a red eye. It has hands for some reason. I'm not really sure what those are for. You can see they're the little system, or Technic hands. And then he actually has a propeller, which is nice because it's a water Shadow Trap. Legs are incredibly long. They're the longest, and that's cool. Because it definitely just looks like that this creature could be like a squid going through the water. And the Shadow Traps, of course, have the function to clamp. So you can have them like already set. That just makes it look kind of awkward, in my opinion. It looks very wrong. Am I wrong? It doesn't look right. It's not like, oh, it's actually wrong. But it does not look right. And then you can have it like set. This one doesn't look as good set, but it still looks fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to do some editing here. So yeah, it's a pretty neat one. It's better, or I think it's better than the last one, but it's not my favorite. But it's still better than the last one, I think, because of the long legs. They just very creepy, very sinister. Okay, so this is the second creature that I have reviewed. What do I think about it? I actually think that this set, or Akida, is very, very good. It's a very Technic-heavy build, so if you enjoy Technic builds, you're going to love Akida. It comes with a stand, which, thank you so much. I only wish that was translucent, so it looks like it was floating, but cool, nonetheless. This is the first set that we've had, to my knowledge, I'm looking over, that does not come with legs. I'm actually looking right now just to make sure, because I could be stupid and make a mistake. I'm pretty certain... Yep, this is like... Okay, yeah. This is the one Bionicle set of G2 that we do not have, that does not have legs. I don't know, just figured I'd mention that. It's a very good set, and I recommend you pick it up. For Golly, if you're getting it just for Golly, I wouldn't do it for that. So if you're only like hoping to collect one... If you only can buy one creature set, Akida is a close second. I feel like it should not be Akida. It should be something like Uxar or Iker. But Akida is definitely a close second if you love Technic builds. While the function is kind of just... It's just kind of there for Golly's Unity mode. It's still a nice function. It's very smoothly built into the body, and it works very well. Stud shooters, they're average stud shooters. They haven't changed. They just made a new gear piece. It's obviously, or not made a new gear piece, but it's not the same gear. Shadow Trap is meh. But anyways, that was Akida. Next up I will be reviewing Uxar, Creature of Jungle. So I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.